Am I crazy, or has the number of people on the streets taken a huge dive?
It certainly has. There seem to be even fewer people than when we were last here. Why?
Sorry to spring this on you all, but can we hit up Dr. Vanel's for a second? I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Alright, so welcome back to Star Ocean, the Divine Force. We got Elena with us.
Thank you kindly. We've got some new items in stock.
I think let's see. We're in charge.
Hey, I appreciate your business.
Thanks.
Say it again. Okay. Ooh, what happened here?
Dr. Vanel, what's going on with the village?
There you are, Nina. I'd love to know the same. It's been this way since the first ferry arrived from the east.
Everyone, do not be alarmed, but I believe we should vacate the area as soon as possible.
Why?
This village might be experiencing an outbreak. If any of you, especially Ray, got infected, it could be fatal.
Wait, but can't we?
Doctor, isn't there something you can do about this? Some medicine or semiomancy you can use?
We have simples to reduce fever and cough, but those merely treat the symptoms. They are not a cure for the malady.
Let me get this straight. Ships brought this disease with them, right? Meaning it originated somewhere in the east. Thus, worst case scenario, the whole eastern half of the kingdom could become infected too. Therefore, if we just leave this disease to spread...
It would still pose an immense risk to you and Chloe at the very least. Understood. Just to be safe, however, everyone besides Nina should move as far away from this infirmary as possible. I also strongly encourage the use of face masks. Cloth will suffice if none are available.
Gotcha. Dr. Vanel, Elena will provide help. Just fill her in on the details.
Pardon me. Are you a doctor?
No, but I have the skills and knowledge comparable to one. Also, it's impossible for me to become infected. I can safely examine the most ill of patients. This is Ground Zero, Ray. Take the others far away from here.
Let's just hole up here for the day. I don't want to incur Elena's wrath.
I'm curious as to what form that would take. I'm sure it would make for quite the spectacle.
You're a braver man than I.
At any rate, I must go. Some of us have to wash feculence from their raiment.
All right, then. In the meantime, we should sit tight until we hear word from Nina and Elena.
Can such flimsy cloth truly prevent us from contracting the illness?
Not really, but it's still better than nothing. Plus, you're not just wearing one for your own health. If you ever get sick, it'll keep you from infecting other people, to some extent.
I don't understand. How does the act of covering one's mouth and nose prevent the spread of disease?
Oh, right. You're not really up on bacteria and viruses, are you? Would really like to ask Midas just how much people here know about that kind of thing, but where is he? Still getting his beauty sleep? Hey, Midas, the hell you still in bed for? Time to get up and face the day.
Ray, please. Not a step further.
Huh?
Contact Elena this instant. He could be in danger.
Okay. You got it. Elena, you busy right now? Looks like there's something wrong with Midas.
Not too close.
His temperature is more than high enough to constitute a fever.
Will he be all right?
Still too early to say. We must rush to collect some samples, however. Those birds' feces.
Why do we need that?
Simple. Because it serves as a breeding ground for a specific type of bacteria. That bacteria causes Helgar's disease, or colloquially, the rot.
The scourge ravaging this village is Helgar's disease? And Maester Felgreed?
Leticia, remain calm. It may be a fatal disease for the people of this planet, but it can be eliminated.
Is that really possible?
Yes. I read through all the research in Nina's possession. Using that, we should be able to create an antibiotic. We cannot, however, fashion it out of thin air. I'll need multiple samples of the microbe. As it resides in birds' fecal matter, that's what we'll collect.
Aren't you overlooking something? Rhythal is a veritable aviary at this point. With this many birds here, isn't it already too late to save the town?
At first glance, but there aren't many people infected. Why is unclear, but the samples will help elucidate that. Don't worry, I will do the actual collection.
So where do we find these samples? The port?
No, in the many roosts that have sprung up all over town. By observing their flight patterns, I discovered something. Each bird belongs to a distinct social group. If we investigate the nests of these groups, it should yield invaluable information.
We've not a moment to lose.
The infirmary has my back.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Coronavirus. We somehow call that COVID-19. Yeah. It's from the year 2020. They went on until 2023 came about. We had to called Zoom.
I finished collecting the sample. Let's proceed to the next roost.
Sweet!
Looks like we cannot. Yeah. Don't climb on this side. Boys only. What are you doing? Don't climb on this side. Boys only. No girls allowed. We'll deal with this Lieutenant Bella.
Hey, Leticia, Albert. Is it just me, or have we seen that somewhere before? No, we have. It's identical to what we saw in the mines.
They possess morphological abnormalities. You said you've seen this species before?
Yes, in the Delric mines. Right now, Midas's health is our top priority. The villagers can deal with this avian infestation themselves after we found a cure.
Indeed.
explosion is huge! I think we did it!
Trouble.
Yes, I believe we did, Nina. I must give you credit. Selecting the perfect herb from all of our options was no easy task.
Well, after all, it is my
From another world.
You have a keen eye. I forgot I even had it stocked. What exactly is that circle?
Do you see the white part of this plate? It's filled with bacteria, organisms that are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. It's these invisible organisms that have made your villagers fall ill. As for this circle, it's called a zone of inhibition. It forms around the site where you place your prospective antidote. The larger it is, the more effective your drug is at killing the bacteria. Meaning...
If we give this drug to people, they won't be afflicted by the disease anymore?
Not entirely correct. An antibiotic merely eliminates the cause of the disease. Whether or not the patient is able to recover depends on other factors.
Regardless, it will still rid the world of Helgars, right? That's quite the medicine. What's more, you don't even need iatromancy to create it.
Elena?
Ray, a moment, if you will.
What did you want to talk about?
Though we only used currently available methods to create it, simply by creating this antibiotic, we'll be exerting our influence over the planet's scientific progress, accelerating it considerably. Are you sure you want to do that?
We've already come this far. Why are you talking like a Fed now?
Because if these people don't know how to properly use the antibiotic, it could give birth to a more resilient strain. The civilizations on this planet have yet to industrialize. They're incapable of manufacturing other drugs to combat variants. They have no means of dealing with allergic reactions to the drug. To be blunt, these people's understanding of bacteriology is almost non-existent. Handing them a medication that could theoretically create more problems than it solves is risky at best, and catastrophic at worst.
So we should let him die?
Ultimately, that is for you to decide.
Then I choose what'll save the most people right now. Sure, it's possible I could be choosing wrong, but that's for the gods and history books to decide. All us mortals can do is think. Think how we can safely help these people. Think how to avoid your doomsday scenario.
Understood.
Morning, Uncle Midas. You feeling any better?
Well enough, but I'm much too old to go through all that again.
You should count your lucky stars since your quick recovery is pretty miraculous.
I heard. It seems I was struck with the rot. I owe you two.
It's all thanks to Nina. Her many years of diligent research are what paved the way for this discovery. Without her research, it would have been almost impossible to find the plant that contained the appropriate compound.
Filberto would be pleased to hear that.
Thanks.
Well, now that Midas is back to form, I say we're eastward bound.
About that. I hate to put a damper on things, but after the disaster with the first one, they've stopped running the ferries again.
Please tell me you're joking. At this rate, we're never going to be able to search for Chloe.
If you've the stamina, I know a way to Kato, and maybe her. The trail leads from where we repaired Elena, and over the peak of Galca Lemthis.
A trail? There?
It fell out of use over a century ago, so I'd be more surprised if you did know of it. Once we're over, we'll make for Mount Codorinth. The herbs for your medicine can be found there. And I imagine the Kato seaport will need said cure if we hope to see their ferry services return in a timely manner, yes?
Then you will assist us. Thank you, Maester Felgreed.
Stop. I'm only accompanying you because of Albert and Elena. And I suppose for the sake of Ada itself, it's not uncommon for the residents to visit flatland settlements. We should have the cure on hand in case one succumbs to the rot.
Excuses, excuses.
Silence, whelp. Now, unless anyone wants to experience what I did, I say we get moving.
The start of a beautiful friendship.
He's just not good at expressing himself, but he'll come around. I'm sure you and Albert can both sympathize with his plight.
Huh?
The hell's that mean?
I think I might have an idea.
Target sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted.
If I spin it.
Sweet!
Target sighted.
After we go past the shrine where we met Elena, we'll have to cross the Larkus Weald and the Adali region again.
Northwest it is, then.
As it will likely be a long journey, it may be best to stop in the villages of Derek and Marset to rest or resupply.
Not that long, for sure. Count on me, Gruma.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off my mic for now.
Eliminated. Initiate caution. Insufficient output.
Critical!
Go. No threats detected. Threat detected ahead. Warning.
Stay down. We have company. Guess we're in for a fight.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
Everyone all right? Remain close.
Say goodbye. Threat neutralized. Another day. Initiate emergency protocols. Fire and destroy. Not much of a challenge.
Gotcha.
Threat neutralized. Usefulness. Moving on. Accelerate. Stay where you are. Neutralized. Warning. Combat protocols. Threat detected ahead. Threat neutralized. Cut them to ribbons. Destroy. Insufficient output. See that? Threat neutralized. Warning. Destroy. Neutralized. Destroyed.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Usefulness. Love.
Actually, kind of windy.
Threat neutralized.
Gotcha.
How much longer do we plan on wandering around this area?
I thought it would be beneficial to travel at a slower pace, so as to examine this planet's environment more thoroughly. Though I admit our speed has not been optimal, I am satisfied now. We can proceed to the Dalka Shrine.
Everyone all right?
Insufficient funds. Low. Destroy.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Energy levels
Whenever you're ready.
Stay where you are. This should do it. Say goodbye. Threat neutralized. Where you are. Insufficient strength.
Are you certain we shouldn't visit Larset Village, Ray?
We should still be pretty stocked on items, so we can probably keeping on to the north, can't we?
If we do run out of items, we can always turn back as well.
Understood. Ray has always been incapable of managing his items. Having you here gives me peace of mind, Leticia.
Hey, now that's enough from the peanut gallery.
Caution! Don't get ahead of yourself. Let to increase. Say goodbye!
Destroy.
Well, that's over with.
To pass through this forest, and we'll be in the Adali region.
Vegetation here makes for more visibility. Be careful.
Insufficient output. Destroy.
Well, that's over with.
Combat protocols.
Prep for engagement.
Warning. Usefulness low. This should do it.
Get neutralized. Neutralized.
You're killing me here.
My thanks.
Here you go.
Thank you, Ray.
Much better.
Target acquired.
I got
Firing out. Neutralized.
Sweet!
Finally back in the Adali region, huh? One step closer to hallowed Mount Galka Lemthus.
You know the real powers begin when we go through Adali, right?
Yeah. No big deal. Then we gotta find information about Chloe.
Enemies up ahead.
See that? This should do it. Insufficient output. Destroyed. Deterred.
Is there a path here that leads to the Hallowed Mount?
There is. We head for the shrine.
Prepare for enemy flanking units.
Backs to the wall.
Do it.
Everyone all right? Enemies up ahead.
Energy levels low.
We can exit from behind Elena's pod.
Well, sure is imposing enough to be hallowed.
Hence the shrine erected at its base. Compared to this, your climb to Ada was a morning constitutional.
Noted. But if Aussarians could scale this mountain a century ago, I see no reason why we can't.
Might I remind you, Midas, you're still convalescing. And I heard Albert also fell ill at one point. Please exercise caution.
Pardon me, but might it behoove us to pray for our safe passage?
Not if you're in as much of a hurry as you say.
If it's not too much trouble, I'd like to pray as well.
Why?
My pod crash-landed in this shrine's sanctuary, leaving it in utter ruin. If a tutelar does preside over this mountain, I should apologize to it for my transgression. Isn't that right, Ray?
As you wish.
Losing one's footing here is likely certain death. Please, tread carefully so as not to slip and fall.
Nowhere near done. Live to fight another day.
Energy levels low. Insufficient output. Destroyed. Threat neutralized.
Prep for engagement. Right.
Will be ours.
Firing!
Still to learn.
Good, Bunny.
Sweet!
Positional tactics.
Warning. Energy level destroyed.
Enemies up ahead. I'm well aware. Arms are killing me.
Stay challenge.
Sweet!
Prep for engagement.
Destroy. Neutralized. Insufficient. Destroyed. Threat neutralized. I suggest we make camp soon.
Positional tactics ineffective. Secure.
Sweet!
The automaton sleeps.
She does, but why do you ask?
I doubt you understand. This is clearly beyond your ken.
After all I have seen, little would vex me about Ray or Elena.
But you saw what should be her muscles and bones. Those were no human innards.
I assumed it was similar to how we encountered the man with the horned pate. A new race, one with a drastically different anatomy.
I see. In actuality, what is Elena?
She's what we call an android. A highly advanced mechanical doll modeled after a human.
Pardon me, I find that hard to fathom.
Leticia, the operative phrase here is highly advanced. Remember my Lagomower in Ada?
I do.
Would that think to pray to a god?
Well, no.
Neither would Elena, and yet she was able to sense the anxiety in your facial expression, make a moral appeal to Raymond, and coax us in what she calculated would be the right direction. That is a feat even some of us humans cannot perform. Raymond, I must ask, though she may be a doll, there must be something special about her, no?
If you want to know if she's special to me, then yes. But if you mean in general, no. Where I'm from, you bump into androids everywhere.
Preposterous, but also enticing. All right, I've made up my mind. I do not believe we have discussed my payment for repairing Elena. As compensation, you will take me back to your homeland with you.
Just so you know, that's not really for me to decide, but I'll put in a good word for you.
I am not asking.
Yeah, I heard you. Don't worry, I'll do all I can.
What wonders abound there?
Leticia?
Huh? Please, pay me no mind.
Then the matter is settled. Now, may we endeavor to complete these fools' errands? And may a certain royal retainer come to terms with his fate?
I am certain he shall.